Hello, hello. This is Jen. I hope everybody's good. I'm here with an energy update for the winter solstice. Welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you're not new. Thank you for being here. So the winter solstice will show up on Monday, December 21st at 5:02 a.m. Eastern Time, and it will bring a whole lot of new energies. Before I get into it more deeply, I just want to give a shout out to Connie in Sweden. I want to say thank you for the beautiful and wonderful email you sent me. I was at the same time surprised and very touched by it. So thank you very much for taking this time to write this email to me. So, getting back to the winter solstice, as if the energies in our lives weren't, what's the word I'm looking for? Complicated enough? Like these energies are like I've been mentioning in the past few videos, layers on top of layers, like multi-layer energies. They're very hard to read, very hard to see what's coming up for the collective because there's so many options at the same time, depending on where people are at in their own personal journey. It's at the same time very beautiful to see and to witness, but also very complicated to understand because there are so many things happening all at once, and it's hard to understand what is meant for us and what is not meant for us and just meant for the collective or other people. And hence why a lot of people are feeling so lost, because what we think with our mind is not at all what's going on energetically on the globe and within ourselves, actually. But just to name a few things that are happening at this time. There's a deep activation going on for the divine masculine, very, very deep activation. A lot of them will just receive or activate ancient codes that have been there but sleeping all this time. And now they will be awakened. It will help them liberate themselves from fears and reach a certain level of freedom within. Freedom of perceptions, freedom of being who they truly are. They are pushed to align their heart, their mind and their heart, and not the other way around. It's really the mind with the heart and not the heart with the mind. Meaning that for a lot of them, they've been guided by their mind in everything physical and everything very tangible. And now they will be pushed forward into a heart-based living where the heart is the engine, where the heart is the power behind it all. And for a lot of them, this is very new. This is a new way to operate. It is basically a new operating system, and they need to get used to it. It brings a lot of changes. It comes with a lot of physical symptoms as well, both for the divine masculine and divine feminine, especially disturbance of sleep patterns, like waking up multiple times a night, waking up in sweat, waking up in the morning feeling like you're completely different than the day before, feeling lightheaded, feeling like there's a spiral of energy wanting to take form within. And that goes right in line with what's happening in the collective, which is a major Kundalini rising, major, like we've never seen before. We're all being upgraded to new energies, new levels for our nervous system our chakras, our way of being. And I know it can sound repetitive because I say that very often in my updates, and that's the point of it all. It's an evolution, and we keep moving forward. Therefore, these changes, they come and they go. And the process is always the same. We need to clear, make space in order to receive those new energies and start living by them. But this time around, the Divine Masculine is more deeply affected by those energies because they were the one resisting those great changes. They were the one not seeing them or feeling them and refusing to go by them, seeing them and trying to embody them, but they just couldn't figure it out properly. And now they're there. They're in the phase where they are discovering their true nature, their true divine being, for them to align with the divine feminine. So, divine feminine, it's time to make space for what you want. It's time for you to, for us, I should say, it's time for us, to make the proper space for what we desire with our heart, because it's coming in 2021. And it may come faster than we think for a lot of people, because we are ready to receive that, and we've been working on it for a long time, and we're ready. It's a matter of, do we have the proper space to welcome these new things in our life? So that comes with, it's time to listen to what the universe is asking from us and align to it to receive. Our souls, our higher selves, our guidance system have been very active lately, delivering hints all over the place. It's pretty obvious for a lot of people where they are going, what needs to be done, what needs to be undone, what needs to be put into action, into practice, in order for us to receive and move forward. It's also a great time for acceptance. Acceptance of what is and what is not. Acceptance of what was won't be. What was won't show up again. What was has to stay in the past. Life as we knew it is gone. And this is a new reality. This is a major shift that we're going through as a collective, which is changing everything. The way we relate to one another, the way we relate to ourselves, the way we use energy, the way we see energy, the way we use our spiritual gifts, the way we receive them, and the way we are being awakened. If you don't know what's going on for you and you feel lost, you can ask yourself, what would I love right now? Like, you can put your hand on your heart and ask yourself, what would I love right now? And wait for the answer and go do it if it's doable. If it's something that you haven't manifested yet, be patient. It's coming. Don't go into the frustration of, this is what I want, but this is what it looks like. In the physical plane, it's not at all the way I want it to be. Just be patient. It's coming. The desire you have is very real. It is valid. And all you need to do is keep working on it to attract these things to you. I know that these days, or in the past few weeks, a lot of people have been having body pains as well. And some people are very good at transmuting them and using alchemy to understand what's going on, to understand what the message is behind those pains. And other people, they just don't know. So here's a very, very simple technique to seek or reach clarity when it comes to these physical symptoms. Put your hand over the body part that is painful to you and ask the question directly to the pain. What do I need to know from you? What do I need to understand from you? What do I need to do to release you and be free of you. And wait for the answer. There is an answer. It is most probably something from the past that has not been resolved completely. Even if you think that it is resolved, usually wounds are over multiple layers and they need to be cleared one by one. So lately, a lot of inner child stuff has been at play here, both for the divine feminine and divine masculine. Inner child stuff that you most probably don't even remember that those events happened, but they are present in your energy field, therefore in your body as well, stuck somewhere in your cells, in your fascias, and your body is just telling you, hey, you need to get rid of this. So how do we get rid of this? Forgiveness. Accepting that it is there to begin with, and forgiving the person that has hurt us, forgiving the event itself, and forgiving ourselves. That's a very important step that some people don't do, is forgiving themselves. We need to forgive ourselves for letting that event happen, letting that event hurt us, and just move on, release and move on. If we go back to the hints that I was talking about just a few minutes ago, hints are being delivered in batches about what's coming for you. And what I mean by batches is piece by piece. If you listen hard enough in those quiet moments, your soul is trying to reach out to you. Your higher self is trying to deliver those hints and messages to let you peek at your very near future in 2021, to let you peek at what life will be for you so that you can start getting adjusted to those new energies, those new things, those new situations, and just let them happen. When we receive hints and messages like that, the worst thing we can do is hang on to it as if it's, written in stone and refusing to let go. What I mean by that is that we need to have a certain level of flexibility, because sometimes the way it's being shown is not necessarily the way it's going to be delivered. Sometimes, we have that ego filtering some things out the way we like them to be. But the universe always works in or by sending us what we need and not necessarily what we want. So if we get too attached to these hints, yes, but I saw that, so that must be the way it shows up in my life, you're setting yourself up to be disappointed. If you stay open, on the other hand, you stay open and just flexible and in the flow of things, you're going to be okay with whatever you receive, because whatever you receive is what you need. So again, this is a shift in perspective that we need to do. Some of us are working on it already, and others will start working on it a little bit later. But we need to shift that. Whatever is coming from our mind, our mind has a mind of their own. It's not necessarily aligned with what our higher self is showing us. So we need to be very open about it and practice non-attachment. At the end of the day, when we try to manifest something, it's all about energies. We try to manifest a specific kind of energy in our life. It can show up through multiple channels or multiple people and in multiple ways. For example, I've been talking about the twin flames and changing let me rephrase that. I've been talking about twin flames and adding new content about twin flames. And I kept on channeling what's going on with the Twin Flame Collective, what's going on with the twin flames. And I have seen too many people so attached to the twin flame that it's making them miserable. When in fact, we can have, and we do have, multiple twin flames. We do. At one point, I was part of the people that believed that we only have one. And I started, experiencing things, seeing people going through different paths. And I've been also seeing different videos out there talking about multiple twin flames until I came to understand that, yes, maybe we have one twin flame that seemed more important or like, I don't even know how to express this. Let's put it this way. Maybe we have one twin flame, and let's call it the first twin flame that we meet. And when we meet that person, the energy is so strong and it feels so great. It feels like source energy that we get hung up on that energy, failing to realize that we can create and co-create that with other people than that specific person. It is totally possible to connect with another twin flame or another twin flame aspect. Because we do, on the spiritual level, on a soul level, if we go back to the twin flame theory that it's the soul splitting in two, what if I said we split in more than two pieces? And all these pieces go into different people, creating twin flame aspects that we can come across on our path. Magenta Pixie has a video on that. I can't remember which one it is, but it's a few years old. She channeled that through her own team. I channeled that as well. So I guess, and again, I want to say, I don't claim to have the absolute truth, because when it comes to these concepts, I believe that there are many truths. So when it comes to the twin flame, I believe that some people may meet the twin flame or the original twin flame or the first twin flame, and others may meet aspects of their twin flames, which in the end is the same result, the same third energy, which is total divine energy created between the two people, the union of the divine feminine, divine masculine, in a very harmonious way, creating the twin flame energy. So I hope I'm not disturbing too many people by saying this. I know it could be difficult to bear depending where you are. Like I said, I've channeled this. I've seen it in other people. And at one point, I was in a different place. And through living, here I am talking about this content. If you resonate with this, good. If you don't, just move to a different channel or video for the time being. So, 2021, it's almost there. We're just a few days away from it. And with that will come a brand new wave of spiritual teachers. We're going to see new content coming out there, new knowledge. I don't know exactly what that new knowledge is quite yet. These teachers will bring it to us. The message here is, because we're going to see so many new spiritual teachers, discernment is very important. Just like in the past, we've seen teachers come and go. Same thing is going to happen here. We're going to see teachers come and go. We're going to see new teachers there to stay, and others, won't stay. So just using our discernment, is this divine? Is this not divine? Is this coming from the universe, source, or is this coming from their own ego? We need to be very careful with that, because there are a lot of new channels, new websites, new teachers coming up. Since this is the Great Awakening, and we've been in it for many months now, we are progressing, moving forward. A few weeks ago, I was talking about the gap in between New Earth, Old Earth. It's still there, very present. A lot of people are feeling it. A lot of people are in the space where it's getting harder to be around people that are not on the same vibe as they are, because it's an instant shutdown of the heart kind of thing, an instant shutdown of the energy exchange between these people. It doesn't mean that you can't see them, be around them, or speak with them. It just means that when you talk with them, you kind of feel that separation, that duality that is creating your heart to shut down, so that the energy cannot be exchanged, because it's only a matter of, where they are. It's not a matter of being, I don't want to share my energy with you. It's a matter of preservation, like keeping your energy for where it matters. And without sounding like mean in any way here, it's just that if these people are not ready to receive your energy, you're automatically keeping the energy for yourself or for someone else who's ready to get it. Again, it's really important to care about our energetic footprint, because you want to have a positive influence on people no matter what, no matter where they are. If you are in the New Earth, you've noticed major changes in the past few months in your life, and you most probably went through major tower moments in the past month, like stuff breaking, things leaving your life. I've talked about this before, and more people are about to walk into that phase. So get prepared. In my case, it showed up with things breaking, computer breaking, the car breaking, the internet breaking, the TV breaking, everything electronic, not holding up, needing to be replaced by newer equipment and stuff like that. And it was really a series of, you're not going to catch a break. This is going to happen very quickly so we can move forward to the next phase as quickly as possible. So whenever these things show up and happen to you, the best thing to do is just keep calm. Stay calm and go through it. Don't panic. Things are going to get better. Things are going to get in place. And once you're through, once you see the light at the end of the tunnel, this is where we usually understand why we needed to go through that. It's most of the time to prepare you for what's coming in a few weeks from now, a few months from now, but preparing you for the future, preparing you so that you're ready when your manifestations show up in your life. So be grateful, be thankful that these things usually tend to happen with or when it seems like the worst possible timing ever. But if you can take a step back and just shift your perception just a little bit, tweak it just a little bit, you realize it showed up at the perfect time. Just the perfect time. And you'll probably understand all of that when your manifestations show up. In terms of energy, major chakra upgrades, major nervous system upgrades. A lot of people are feeling anxious, nervous, like being unable to be just sitting still in one place. That's the upgrade, doing that. Our body are working super hard to keep up with those new energies and to understand how to apply them within. And you're probably noticing that your taste in food has changed, or you have like cravings that you didn't have before. And it's probably reminding you how you used to be at the beginning of your journey. But this time around, it's much faster because time is definitely speeding up. Our relationship with time has changed as well. Everything goes faster. When we grieve, when we purge, it goes faster. When we sleep, it goes faster. When we're awake, it goes faster. And that's going to keep going on in 2021. This is the new energies. We need to get used to it and get our body used to it. So if you've been part of these people that have been awakening for many years, finding it difficult, relief is on its way in 2021. You'll see your surroundings, because a lot of people are having a hard time because of the people that are surrounding them. It's as if these people are trying to keep them at a lower level. If you're feeling like that, my best advice is stay in your light, follow your guidance, and listen to your guidance. That's all. Don't mind what the other people are saying, doing, saying about you, or trying to do to you. Just do your thing and stay in your light. And you'll see the more you do that, the less affected you will be. And in 2021, you're going to see your surrounding changing a lot because they're part of your surroundings for a reason. And most probably the reason is for you to influence them with your light. If you've listened to Dolores Cannon, 3 Waves of Volunteers, either the video, if you've read the book, when she talks about the second wave, she describes these people as being antennas for light, and they're here on Earth to influence others, and you may recognize yourself in that. Most of the time, these people are lone wolves, like they like to be alone. They like their alone time. They're not necessarily lonely. They just like to be alone because they need that alone time to recharge. And when they go out in public, they have that capacity of influencing others without doing nothing else but being themselves and shining bright. So you may resonate with that. If you do, go check it out. Dolores Cannon, 3 Waves of Volunteers. She has a few videos on YouTube. She also has a book on that. And it's super interesting to learn about that and to know that it's real. And it may help a few people just accept whatever is going on. And we truly are antennas. If you follow Bruce Lipton, he's one of the many people and science people saying that we're just antennas. We broadcast from the unified field. We take the energy from the spiritual plane, we transmute it through our body, and then we broadcast outward. It's a very demanding process for some people, especially when we're not used to this. But if you resonate with this, you may notice how people change when you're around them, how they calm down when they speak to you, or how like pure strangers come to you to talk about their stuff. Sure, it could be very annoying if you're not in the mood, but you signed up for this. Your soul chose that in this incarnation, and the more people who align to this and do that mission that they have, the better the collective will be. So that's it for now. You can follow me on social media at IndigoGirl555 on Instagram. Indigo Girl on Facebook. You can also use my email to reach out at indigogirl555@gmail.com. And until the next time, be well.